Alright, we've been playing a Long War 2 campaign. It's been going pretty well. Killing some aliens, liberating some regions. If you've never seen XCOM 2 before, it is a game, a strategic layer game where you fight to liberate the world from aliens. And you go into tactical turn-based battles where you... Long War 2, I think, has the most aggressively balanced and diverse and dynamic squad-based tactical battles of any game that I've played. That's my personal opinion. So I play these really cool turn-based tactical battles with like somewhere between 2 and 12 soldiers against somewhere between 7 and 60 aliens, depending on which mission it is. And as the campaign goes on, you upgrade your research and your soldiers level up, so your soldiers are using more and more complicated perks and more impressive weapons. As a soldier with almost the entirety of the main perk tree completed, but I also have extra perks which are random for each soldier, which I get to work through in the Advanced Warfare Center. And yeah, the game's super sweet. So I'm gonna chill out and play some more XCOM 2. Medallium. Gotta work out what's going on. That's the first thing to do when you sit down to play Long War 2 again after a couple of days. There must be a mission I'm about to load out for or launch. I'm about to load out for this. This is a 5-day, 5-hour Liberation 1 mission. Probably I was. Alright, let's see if we have a team that can attempt that. We can go Specialist Shinobi. Do I have my Stealth Shinobi officer available? That's not my Stealth Shinobi. I think, she got wounded? That's unfortunate. Alright. We can still attempt the mission. We can go Shinobi Specialist, bring a third sort of random soldier just to be an extra spotter. Technical. Just have to constantly play Long War 2 so I don't forget what's going on. Good thinking.
Eastern Europe.
I could just go double Shinobi too, I guess. It's probably actually better than Shinobi Technical. Other thing is, I could just like play the mission and kill stuff. What's the region at? Oh, okay, apparently I do have this mission to play, and it's launching right now. Sure, alright. Well, after this mission I need to remember to load that team out really quickly. That's so bizarre. That might be the first time that's ever happened to me. A mission like force launching while I was in the middle of loading out for another one.
Advent forces are on alert nearby. Be prepared to engage and eliminate any hostile contacts. Secure the area and escort the VIP to safety.
What day is it? Thursday? Wednesday.
Menace 1-5, target coordinates incoming. Secure the VIP and proceed to the evac volume for extraction. Advent already knows we're here, so your position isn't concealed for the extraction.
So these missions are...
Okay.
They're like not guaranteed to work, and there's no way you can guarantee that this is going to work. But you have 2 stealth
Position
shinobis,
confirmed.
and you have 1 VIP who is visible to enemies. And the general idea is that you can almost always safely get the shinobis out alive. Whether you can get the VIP out alive or not is questionable.
Moving to designated
Maybe you
coordinates.
can. But if you have shinobis in your barracks who don't have a mission to go on, and one of these missions shows up, it's like probably okay to try it. You do lose the shinobis sometimes, so it's not like it's free.
Orders confirmed.
But I'd guess that
On the
like
move.
maybe 1 time in 10 or so I lose the shinobis, and maybe 1 time in 3 or so I
Moving
get
on
the
target
VIP,
location.
and I'm pretty sure that those are good odds.
Confirmed.
We're playing through your first Long War 2 campaign, and VIP missions terrify you. Is this the one that spawns 20 faceless? I think that's Liberation 2. Is this Liberation 2? I don't think this is Liberation 2.
Rolling.
There are some extract VIP missions that are sort of more important than others, and those can have more challenging aliens on them, but I don't think that this is one of those. I wouldn't have sent shinobis on one of those, because faceless sort of...
Moving out.
Well, they make it a lot harder to stealth through a mission, because every civilian might be an alien.
Moving on target location.
How would I feel if the VIP had a chance to be faceless? That sounds pretty silly. It's like thematically cool, but mechanically it doesn't really work.
That's affirmative.
Maybe it's not even that thematically cool. Like, why wouldn't the soldiers, like, I don't know, make some sort of test or something if that was a common problem?
Hostiles on the move.
Thanks to the 5 months full wagon, I'll go show to you as well. Faceless in general, I guess, are a little bit weird. What are the Faceless doing in the Havens? Why is it so hard to work out that someone is a Faceless? Do we not have, like, the ability to take temperatures from people or something? Work out they are made out of jelly-like substance? Maybe that's just too difficult to do.
Understood. Moving out.
Just discord.gg/Jorbs to get on the Discord. I mean, it's a little bit hard to judge, but I think I might be able to just run out next turn. Thing is, we have Oscar, Mike, and Command. And that makes your VIP a lot faster. Oh, you can't command the VIP. Sure. I mean, that's sensible. Okay, so we definitely can't do that. I believe that was a change that was made in one of the patches to make these missions a little bit less free with a Shinobi officer. Because if you can command the VIP and use Oscar Mike to give extra mobility for a turn, VIPs can run out from a very, very long way away. So Kirill Pavlov has 12 mobility. This soldier has 17 mobility. Oscar Mike gives 5 mobility. So this soldier can move as far as Kirill Pavlov can move when Kirill has the extra +5.
That's affirmative.
That means that Carol can get out from here. Next turn. And would probably want you to be a little bit closer so you could dash out the next turn. Probably want to go here and here.
Okay.
That's probably the way to do it. The abominable hum to sell. Social convention prevents faceless detection. Oh no. Oh, does Oscar Mike not even apply to VIPs? Holy shit, we nerfed the hell out of this.
On my way.
Alright, well, maybe I shouldn't have tried to do it then. It looks like somehow
Affirmative. Moving out.
we might be okay anyway. I don't know where the aliens are, but they don't seem to be here, so...
Rolling. Movement here.
Holy moly, we found them. The mechs are bros for life. Alright, we're out.
Orders confirmed.
Plus one VIP. Nice.
VIP secure and in position for evac. This is Firebrand. VIP is secure.
Status confirmed. Mission accomplished.
VIP could have done that on his own. Maybe. I pretty much went the exact path that I wanted to go. I mean, I never saw an alien pod, right? So, yeah, if I was running out with the VIP, I would have gone that exact way, I think. Maybe I would have tried to go further around the back. I don't know. What you playing tonight, Snakes and Coffee? No wounds on the shinobis. Yeah, when they don't break stealth, it's a little bit harder for them to get wounded.
The aliens are probably still wondering what hit them. Let's keep it up, Commander.
Kirill Pavlov. I still haven't worked out if this is a scientist or an engineer. I'm pretty sure that scientists wear those clothes, right? But it's never like actually said anywhere that it's a scientist. This is a scientist. Alright. Plus one scientist. We're up to 6. Plus we did a basic research. Plus we are 4 days away from building a lab. So our research is pretty good for powering through to the mid-game to late game stuff. Currently we're in like the early game to mid-game stuff in our tech. And now all of a sudden we have a bunch more shinobis available. So I've sort of been like going back and forth on how I'm going to attempt this mission, but now it feels just pretty clearly fine to send like the same team that I just had. And one specialist. Do the hack with. And this is not going to be a team that attempts combat. Shit. When I only get to 139% infill, It's gonna be like 5 turns before the Sky Ranger shows up after I throw evac. It's not actually doable. I have 102 intel. I think I'll attempt it with a real team and boost it. Game's difficult. There's so much stuff going on. Technical Shinobi Specialist Sharpshooter. Maybe bring the gunner too. I could try to do the mission like this without a boost. I don't like it. Don't have the laser cannon available, it's too bad. And I'm also short 1 exosuit. It's also too bad. I have no supplies. That's also too bad. Everything's too bad right now. Let's bring a nanoscale and a medkit on the gunner. And let's bring a nanoscale on the sharpshooter. With a frag grenade so the sharpshooter can move and deal damage once. Or twice actually with the exosuit, I guess. This team's... eh? Basically. I think with an intel boost, this team can do the mission though. Hey Squeaks, how you doing? What is chat's favorite class? Technicals are the most uniquely cool class, I feel like. Hard not to like technicals. I've contacted a rookie in New India. That's cool, that's fine and good. Nothing really to do with it though. You have acquired another mission. Recover item from advent vehicle, find the lead. It's a 6-day, 16-hour mission. It's very similar to this mission, except it has a better timer on it. You can actually see, this is how I tell that something's either Liberation 1 or a UFO. It's missing this reward. If it has the intel package as well, that means it's just like more of a generic guerrilla operation. I've always been partial to the late game silliness you can do with assaults. There's some pretty silly stuff with assaults. I've had some really enjoyable run-and-gun pistol soldiers. Although I think that stuff got nerfed as well. It's weird having played a game over like 5 different patches and also like having been on the balance team for the game. You can remember all these different strong things you've done, but also if you did a really strong thing, probably it immediately got nerfed. So I think there are still some strong things I remember that haven't been nerfed. I'll try to work out which ones those are. Sharpshooters? Probably sharpshooters.
Strategic resource located.
I don't think I'm going to attempt this. I just don't have the soldiers for it. I guess the way to attempt it would be to intel boost, like 2 shinobis and a specialist. I actually theoretically have the soldiers to do that. And the reward for achieving that would be minus 10 intel, but we'd get an intel package, a hack reward, experience on the soldiers,
Setting course for Eastern
would create a
European
point of
War.
vigilance, which is double-edged. Arguably good. I can always deploy the squad and then not send them if I don't want to. Why do you have an exosuit? I could have put that on the last mission I was loading out for. I'm fairly irritated by that. What's going on here? I'm not gonna build a tier 2 gremlin for this mission, I don't think. No more suppressors. Unfortunately, I do need to... I could bring Triple Shinobi and like sort of actually fight, potentially, if I get discovered. I need to boost this from 175 to 200 anyway, because I need 1 turn reduction on the evac timer, which I'm pretty sure I get by going to 200. I think it might happen between 190 and 200, I don't remember. Anyway, even though I'm getting to 175, I'm still going to be boosting.
Sky Ranger deployed.
Shinobis are the best class. As a new player, just try to avoid sword charging into Fog of War. I don't know about that. I think the more you play, the more you start to realize that it can be good to sword charge into Fog of War at times. Our technical is popping the fuck off. Any kills of a non-human enemy by the squad have about 33% chance to grant 1 intel point as long as the officer is healthy. Or improve the aim, hack, and will of soldiers within command range. This is an 83 aim soldier. Doesn't feel like that has to be working all that often to be worth grabbing. Now, it's not going to work on my sharpshooters, obviously. My sharpshooters are going to have higher aim than that. It's going to work on some of my specialists at the moment in this campaign. The will boost is okay too. It's not working in any relevant way on hack. Sort of never does, right? Unless you have like 1 specialist officer with a squad of other specialists. Other than that, like hack just isn't a very important stat for most of your characters. Go for it. Are there human enemies? I think like Advent officers count as humans, maybe. I don't remember. I wonder if zombies count as humans. I'm sure there's some like list somewhere where it's like these are the ones that are human, but I'm not sure what exactly it says.
What can I do for you, Commander?
You're an alien? You don't want to like say that out loud around XCOM, just by the way. This new skull mining technique could lead to new intel gains from our enemies and could even grant access to hidden alien facilities for the purpose of sabotage. Skull mining makes it so that your skulljacks improve the hacking ability of the soldier that is carrying them. So grabbing skull mining and then starting to put skulljacks on specialists, and we've already got the tier 2 gremlins, and we have a specialist leveled up far enough to be taking over robots and stuff. Like, this is pretty solid. This is a thing that we likely want to do. Incendiary grenade. Let's do that
Sounds good,
first.
Commander. I'll let you know as soon as the project is ready for deployment.
Gold mining is quite expensive. Yeah. Incredible how quickly you can spend supply in this game. There's a lot of stuff that you want. I do have 71 supply already somehow. Where did I get 71 supply from? Didn't I have 5? Like... I'm actually really confused. Where... Oh, I finished a scan for supply. Okay. I was so confused. Cool. Eater Rumor Poulos is a grenadier who has just finished combat fitness. I need to level up to train face-off. Once I have an incendiary grenade, it will make a ton of sense to actually send the soldier on missions, but until then I'm going to just like continue making him super bizarrely weird, I think is the right way to say it. I think we're making him super bizarrely weird. Just keep doing that. I love that my grenadier has Kubi carry. I'm really looking forward to like seeing if that ever does anything whatsoever. We got 3 days, 6 hours in this mission. It would be nice to get it at least to vulnerable.
I appreciate the new lab facilities, Commander.
Alright. So we have built a lab. Nice to get your lab down in like the beginnings of mid-game. Generally you do need to power up your research to stay on pace with the alien development in a legend difficulty campaign. And basically every slot in the lab counts as another scientist. So buying that slot is like buying a scientist for 60 supply, which is a good price to pay for a scientist. And then on top of that, we built the lab on a power coil. So if you fully upgrade a lab, it's a very high power cost building, but with it on the power coil, it doesn't cost any power. So getting a lab thrown down on a power coil in mid-game is like one of those things you can check off. It's a really good thing to get done. Mag weapons are done in 6 hours. I'm gonna need some more supply to start on advanced mag weapons. I think we are fine. I don't have any more rookies at the moment, right? I do have another rookie. Alright, let's just make another shinobi. At this point in the campaign, we don't have much expectation of soldiers who are rookies right now ever showing up on like combat missions in particular. So we're building shinobis out of them so that they can be useful for stealth type missions where we're not intending to shoot. We can just like roll dice with them. Maybe we get the mission completed a third of the time, but our soldier's just not worth that much, so it's worth trying. Event sentries gain the combat awareness ability, granting them bonus defense and armor when in Overwatch. Well, probably should have launched this before that happened, but we didn't. Let's do this now. You got Serial and a specialist as an AWC skill and base XCOM too. Yeah, that's super strong. Super, super strong. AWC soldiers are fun. You're right, guy. Sorry about that. Okay, always nice to see an evac zone that you can get to on a smash and grab.
Alright, I'll go.
That means that the worst case scenario is dramatically less bad for us. I swear that I hear that Advent officer saying you're a disappointment every time it pulls. What the fuck, Dad? Like, Right, I think so. 2 months. I've been with to you as well.
Close quarters.
That gunner is slightly further away than I thought it was.
Tired of waiting around.
We have destroyed the loot. That's okay though. I'm over it. I'm over it if you're over it. I'm still desperate for Lyrium cores. I've been selling them very aggressively. We don't really have that much to spend them on at the moment. Hey, it's the combat music that sounds like my computer is going to take off into space. Fucking love this combat music. It's the best one. Good. Kill the tree as well. What was I gonna say? I think I was distracted by the explosions. I think I was just talking about how getting the evac zone makes this mission very safe.
There you go.
The first pod was also very easy. They are all dead already, so it was a good start to the mission. XCOM gets more and more interesting as your soldiers get better and better.
Got it.
We have soldiers. One thing that happens with your soldiers as they get better is that different soldiers get better at different things, and so whereas with a rookie, you sort of want every rookie to be like 9 tiles away from the enemy so it can frag grenade the enemy. You like want to flank enemies with rookies so they can take shots against targets with no cover and stuff. At this point in the campaign, like, my assault wants to be like fucking inside the building right now, just killing everything. My sharpshooter's happy to stand here and doesn't care if things are in cover or not. My specialist wants things to walk into Overwatch fire, and my gunner has like 3 different abilities that he will use sometimes, and a med kit.
Reloaded.
So we're a long way away from gate crashing in terms of working out how we're meant to be playing turns right now.
Absolutely. Target asset recovered.
Lose an important mission and uninstall for 6 months? Please. Losing an important mission is a chance to start a new campaign, which is super fun. You don't have to worry about like the mistakes that you made earlier anymore. Just get a fresh start. I think my sharpshooter does want to move forward. I don't have an exosuit on the soldier, so honestly sort of hard to use this soldier sensibly for the rest of the mission. I knew what I was getting myself into when I brought the soldier though.
Sure thing.
Every mistake is brand new. Love it. Alright, that's a real enemy. A real enemy and a couple of friends. Sniper snake is a bit of an issue. Why are they standing next to each other? What are they doing? I would not recommend standing next to each other in this situation. I don't know if any of you are like the aliens, but yeah, that's not what I would have done. Also, who sees the snake? Why can I see it in Fog of War? I absolutely love this. This is how the game should always be. If you see an enemy and it hasn't had a chance to move, it should be shown in Fog of War. Maybe if you stop seeing the enemy, but and it has a chance to move, maybe it should still show you where it last was, but with an icon saying that that's where it last was. This is incredible. I don't know why the interface bugged out to do this, but I wish it was always like this. Oh, you can just see it, that's why. Okay, well, it's not even bugging out then. Whatever.
You're too close.
You're subbed and you got an ad. It's awkward. Why did I just deal 6 damage to? Just blow up a crate. Don't know. What's your chance to hit here if we remove the cover? This pod's rough.
On my way.
Oh great, the Muton is invisible.
Stick and move. On my way.
There's a 63%. I can stun it. That hits 100%. I think that's what we do. And the Muton's the enemy in this pod that deals the most significant damage. So getting that dead is pretty good.
I'm going.
I actually think there's a pretty good chance that we get to shoot at the sniper snake if we stand here this turn. We have giant killing robots in Long War 2. That was a weird decision. Sort of. We have a mech in one of our havens.
Do this.
Don't pull, don't pull, don't pull, don't pull, don't pull. Thank you. I have to save reload for the door. Also, what the fuck? Is that what I dealt 6 damage to? It's weird that the pot didn't pull. Also weird that it showed me the pod and then the pod still didn't pull. Variety of weirdness. Rapid fire does increase my chance of hitting once, even though it reduces the chance that each of my individual shots would hit.
What did you? Is this what we're looking for? What's over there?
Someday, I'm gonna get a shot off with you, and it's gonna be sweet. Brick Studios! Thanks for the 7 months. FOMO show to you as well. Sorry to hear about the paranoia. Yeah, I mean, I'm just gonna Overwatch. I'm not gonna bother save reloading here. Heavy cover still good enough. That snake has a sniper rifle.
That didn't feel good.
So if I move here, all of a sudden I'm fighting the other pod as well. We have 7 turns before reinforcements show up. I can take this shot, or I can move in with the specialist. And then I could shoot at somebody else. I've got 1 turn left on running gun. 2 turns, I guess.
Absolutely.
Rapid fire again. Consistent, reliable damage. Let's make this move.
Let's move already. I've got eyes on Advent troops.
Oh, okay. So I guess I didn't kill the other thing in the pod. I have not successfully found anything to shoot at. That's rude.
Need a light?
This is definitely the entire map. No more enemies.
All right, I'll go. We're green to go.
We got some cooldowns coming back up next turn.
Pressing target.
Got a dash?
I think I need some help.
Okay, I respect it. That was a 4% hit.
This looks a little ugly.
Fire Snash is no longer poisoned. Let's go ahead and take... Actually, I think the Rocketeer is the important one to kill. See if we can hit this shot. Nice. Overwatch removed.
Sure thing.
So the question is whether or not we can get the loot.
That's how it's done.
It's loot from a Muton. It's pretty good. I think we can, and the way we get the loot here is we step here, we hail of bullets that, so it's always dead. To loot.
Get a closer look.
And I'm just gonna walk in, grab that, and then I'm gonna walk out again.
Why am I on cargo duty?
Elite suppressor, elite autoloader, and an Illyrium core. Holy shit.
Tired of
Just
waiting
leave.
around. They got me.
It's a wound. Not the worst wound ever, though.
I'm coming for you.
Got 5 turns until reinforcements show up, so I do have to start picking up crates and running. This is almost always lethal. I think I'd prefer to
Hope this works.
have more than almost always. You can just have always this way. Bring the rest of the team in for next turn.
Roger that. Got it. Moving. back in. What did you expect?
We gotta get our assault friend a bigger gun.
Stepping off. I hope it's
Wait,
worth it.
it's not where I was clicking. Thank you very much, game.
Got it. Moving. Overwatch. Already there.
Pretty good mission. We got the 1 damage wound on the assault. That'll probably be 7 days or something.
Got your stuff here. Already
It's an
there.
okay price to pay for what we got out of it, though.
Good to go.
More resources are always welcome. Bunch of experience on some soldiers who are starting to get up there in level.
I got the package. Solid copy.
You want to restart your War of the Chosen campaign, but you don't want to do the boring-ass Reaper Skirmish mission. You don't have to do that mission if you select in second wave options to start with a particular type of ally. That's like a tutorialized mission with a ton of dialogue, and if you have that second wave stuff turned on, you can just like select start with the Templar, and then you don't do that mission.
Got it covered. Copy that. Move. Will do.
I actually have an entire extra turn to spare here.
Moving over. The cavalry's here. Let's move already.
Stick around a turn to see if the reinforcements bring mechs to capture.
Covering now.
Fine. Fine. Oh my god, they brought mechs. Heard you wanted some robots.
Got some advent here.
I didn't actually realize that the specialist on this mission was the one with full override.
Target, minimal damage. Okay, so I got one. Target, minimal damage. They've got friends. Evac confirmed.
Avenger, this is Firebrand. Package is secure.
Please give robot. Now we don't evac with the robot, but the robot, I guess, like walks all the way back to the haven through the jungle, presumably with like 60 or 70 advent following it,
We're good to go.
which is very believable. Time to go.
Evac confirmed.
It just doesn't tell Advent that it's switching sides. I have a secret mission. Wait, what? Why are we still in this mission right now? This is very weird. You thought it did? You did make it so I can
They're
evac
bringing
the
in
mech.
reinforcements.
Oh, maybe I have to evac the mech. Is there an animation for this? It's a sky mech! They can do that? Holy shit, they are so much more dangerous than I thought. Will the mech show up on the mission completed screen now? So that 300 bits go back.
I expected something of a learning curve for our new recruits, but they've done
Yeah,
a
6
remarkable
days.
job.
No level ups. Even just a double Illyrium core is probably enough to justify the mission. I need to stop selling those probably. But also 37 supplies, 17 alloys, 7 crystals, a laser sight, with the elite suppressor and the elite autoloader, both pretty good.